And your side.
Yeah.
Okay, beautiful. All right, so I've already started the process. We're going live now. A box will come up on your screen and everybody's screen letting us know when we're live streaming.
Good morning. Good morning. Wake up, everybody. Welcome back to the Woo community. It is wonderful to be here with you. Hello, my name is Tirza Barnes-Griffith, and I get to be your facilitator today. Welcome back, fam. I'm happy to be here with you. Today, we're talking about the inner freedom perspective. So get ready, get your notebook, get your smartphone, get a pen, because you're going to want to take notes. Good morning and wake up, everybody. Good morning. So I'm not sure if you have your hot drink this morning, but I know I have mine. I said drink like it's some alcohol in here. No, it's not. It's just tea. Okay, it's just tea. Cheers to you if you have a cup in your hand and if you're ready to go for our time together this morning. Can you believe it's day 499? That means tomorrow will be let me say that properly. It will be day 500. Wow, that's big. Wake up, everybody. This virtual community is so large, so powerful, and so impactful. It's great to be here with you. Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning, friends. And so, hey, while we are waiting to let everyone in, send me one word through the chat and let me know how you're feeling this morning. What's the word for you? What's the word? I'm feeling present. I'm feeling present. I'm choosing presence. Yes, Cassie, I hope I'm saying your name right. Bliss, I love that. By the way, my daughter's name is Cassia with a C and an extra S. So that's why it was natural for me to pronounce it that way. Good morning, everyone. Wake up, everybody. We are back together. Cassia. Oh, that's pretty. Yes, I hear you. All right. Good morning. Good morning, Adam.
Good morning, Tirza. How you doing this morning? How's everyone doing this morning?
Great. Good morning. Welcome, everybody, to Wake Up, Everybody. I'm going to have a great session as we talk about the inner freedom perspective. Shout out to the Facebook folks who are on Facebook with us this morning. Wonderful to have you join us. Facebook Live is in the house. Wonderful to be here with you all this morning. Today, we're going to dig into the topic of inner freedom. Powerful topic. What we should all be on our journey for. Good. Good morning. Okay. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome, everyone. We have Zoom in the house, but we also have Facebook Live in the house. Welcome back. I'm Tirza Barnes-Griffith, and I'll be your facilitator for today. Today is our short day, so I'm going to move quick. So pay attention, grab whatever you need so that you can take effective notes, because short is still sweet, y'all. So get ready. All right, I see we got Teresa Scott in the house.
Blessing, family.
Good morning. Good morning.
It's a blessing for you. Glad to see you.
Likewise. Good morning. It's a beautiful morning. What's the song in your heart this morning? Oh, it may be the Wake Up Everybody song. Let's listen to it. We're getting ready for it.
Wake up, everybody. It's time to get up. Wake up, everybody. It's time to get up. Stay woke. Stay woke. Stay woke. It's time to get up. Stay woke. Stay woke. Stay woke. It's time to get up. We're healing. We're dealing. We're growing. Together, together, releasing. We're teaching. We're moving. Together, together, we're learning. Discerning. We're striving. Together, together, we're leading. Connecting. Transforming. Together, together.
All right. Yes. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the Wake Up Everybody virtual community. It is wonderful to be back here with you. My name is Tirza Barnes-Griffith. I am your facilitator today. I am your motivational specialist. I am your personal and professional empowerment strategist. And I am here to talk to you today and give you a nice, brief, concise message about having an inner freedom perspective. Okay, so let me say that again. Today's conversation is about having an inner freedom perspective. Now, the word freedom is very broad. We look at it in many capacities, but the most powerful freedom one could have is with inside themselves. So what do I mean when I talk about this idea of freedom? So I'm going to bring up some slides for you to see because the definitions are there and I want you to be able to read them with me. So when we speak about inner freedom, it's when you are thinking and your thinking in your being is void of any socializations, attachments, certain beliefs that no longer serve you, and dependencies on others or things or circumstances. Think about that for a minute. When we speak about inner freedom, it's you being up in a place of thinking and being that is totally void of programs, certain beliefs that don't make you feel good, things that you are holding on to and are attached to that no longer are part of your life and where you want to go. It's about having no dependencies, just being free within you because you are enough. Okay, now let me give you one more definition to help bring this full circle. When we are in a place of inner freedom, we are being in an intimately beautiful and accepting relationship with the higher self. So beautiful, intimate, accepting relationship with self, but the higher self, the God conscious self, the whole self, the soul self, because we know it, we experience it, and we are living from it. So when we are intimately connected with the soul and the spirit and the higher self, and I like to always do a demonstration. See, the higher self is one of high esteem and deep knowing. The lower self is based out of fear, worry, doubt, I'm not enough. But when you are connecting to the deep-rooted higher self that you are, which is all perfection, you're able to achieve inner freedom. And so when we are in this place connected to the higher self, we don't need to have attachments. We don't need to be dependent of others. We don't need to continue to swim in beliefs that don't make us feel good. We begin to find new beliefs that are in alignment with the higher self. So the socializations, the teachings that we've come across that we may continue to live with, but don't serve us, we cut off because we are in a place of inner freedom. Now, before I go any further, let me know what you think about this, right? So remember, we don't have a lot of time today. I'm going to move quickly. Tell me when you see these definitions and when we have this conversation of inner freedom, what's coming up for you? What are you thinking? You can definitely unmute and share, or if you want to put something in the chat, let me know. Do you believe that you have arrived and are experiencing this place of inner freedom, where you are in a beautiful and accepting relationship with your higher self, where you are no longer depending on other people to fulfill you, where you don't have certain attachments to things, circumstances, certain expectations, but you just have a freedom that flows within and the soul is guiding you? What's coming up for you? I know it's early, but I'm going to call on some people. Tiffany, if you want to select someone, before I go any further, I just want to see where people stand with what was shared. Anybody? What does inner freedom mean to you? When you see those definitions, what comes up for you?
So the chat is still quiet right now this morning.
No, people are still getting warmed up.
Yes, but I will share with you that I do not have an intimate relationship with my higher self. We visit each other every now and then. We're like best friends, you know. You can see your best friend maybe once or twice, you know, every couple of months, but that's still your best friend. But you don't see her every day. And that's where I'm at right now. I know where she is. She knows where I am, but we don't connect every day.
So what I'm hearing you say, Tiffany, is you're not in alignment with your higher self, because it certainly exists. It's very much there. It hasn't gone anywhere. It never leaves you. Like a best friend may travel or move to another country or state, but the higher self, the soul self, the spirit self is always connected to you. Okay. So what I'm hearing you say is that being in alignment and in agreement with it all the time is not in your practice. But and that's fine, because what we have, we get that. I'm not going to say it's fine, because you want to progress to being in that intimate relationship with the higher self, in the knowing of the higher self all the time, because that's when we float in this space of beautiful inner freedom, right? But what we do is we have dips because of the socializations, the programs, the beliefs that we have, the attachments that we have. It removes us. Not really, but in our minds, separates us from the higher self. But you're never separated from the higher self. Never, ever, ever. But beliefs, society, the world can get in the way and make us think that we are separate from our higher selves. I saw something come in the chat. Let's see what's coming up.
Yes, that was Jacqueline, who said, I feel I have obtained inner freedom. However, I still have some attachment to material things.
Okay. And so, Jacqueline, would you like to come off mute and share about the attachments? I'm curious to learn about them. And how does that look? And how does that impact inner freedom?
Good morning. Yeah, the way that looks is because of my connection to what I have accumulated financially, that has stopped me from making certain decisions in my relationship, because I am not willing to let it go. So that is where I'm stunted.
Yeah.
And I know that.
Yeah. Thank you for sharing that. The two words that you just used, or three, let it go. That's the most challenging thing for many of us when we are on this journey of being in a place of inner freedom and having a perspective of inner freedom. We are being called to let go of things, maybe even people, mindsets, and beliefs. And that's where the challenge comes, when we have to let go of what we are so intimately connected with or dependent on. But look at those words: depending on, attached to, right? And so anything that we have to hold on to feel fulfilled, that's it right there. Anything we feel we have to hold on to feel fulfilled, that means we're not fully free and accepting of ourselves, because we need a partner, or we need a certain amount of money, or a certain level of status, or drive a certain car, or make people think a certain way about us so that we feel empowered. But you see how that is actually holding you hostage rather than letting you be free? You see how that works? Now, listen, we're talking about, just being good with yourself, right? And our teaching is, no, you need things and people to make you feel good. But when we can get to a place where we can be in our own space and love ourselves, regardless of what people are doing, regardless of what people are doing around us, how they are behaving around us, we experience a space of freedom. And today's conversation is an invitation for you to start seeking and searching for a greater space of freedom. Let me share this slide with you that highlights the progression of inner freedom. So when we speak about inner freedom, you're moving from the negative into what is true about you. We're moving from lies to what is real. So what am I talking about? Doubt, it's not of the higher self. It is not an example of inner freedom. So the progression of inner freedom is moving from doubt and being in alignment with all that is good about you and being confident. This idea that you are not enough, which is a complete lie, is you understanding that you are a god or goddess of perfection. Now, when I say that to people, people get confused because you often say, well, how can I be perfect? How can I be one of perfection? Your behavior may not always be perfect, but you as a divine being is perfect. So we must progress from this lie and belief that we're not enough because the world told us we're not, because social media tells us we're not. And we do a lot of comparing and we just don't be with ourselves and appreciate our perfection. When we are moving from the space of moving to the progression of inner freedom, we're letting go of this idea of being insecure and just owning our security, being secure in who we are. We're choosing to live a life of being happy rather than unhappy. Every day that is a choice, my friends. When you are in the realm of I choose inner freedom, I choose to align with my higher self, you're making a choice every day to be happy. You're making a choice to think good thoughts about yourself. You're moving from I'm dissatisfied to I am satisfied. I'm satisfied with life. I'm appreciating life. How many of you all feel irritable sometimes, right? Just waking up irritable. But in the space and realm of inner freedom, we're experiencing more peace than less peace because we are letting go of those beliefs and those attachments that don't serve us and choosing to say, I am enough for me. And even in the worst circumstance, because some of you may be saying, well, you don't know what I'm going through. Even in the worst circumstance, we can make a choice to be free within ourselves. We can let go of the thoughts and the obsession of everything that is wrong so that we can experience peace. When we are in a space of seeking inner freedom, we're less dependent on others and independent because we know that we have everything that we need. We know we have everything we need. Everything we need is within us. What's coming up for you all? Did any comments come in the chat that I may have missed, Tiffany? Let's see what people are thinking.
Yes. So from Facebook, we have Imani Abdullah. She shared, I have not arrived at this place yet, not living from a place of inner freedom yet. And then Jacqueline shared, I don't care about what people think. I am living in my head about how much I have invested in my life and I have been unwilling to let go because of the time and money invested. I am being held hostage by my own unwillingness to let go. I'm working on that.
Yes. So Jacqueline, you said it all. There's nothing else I need to say, right? You're being, I invested so much time, so much money. No, I have to hold on. But what is that doing to you emotionally, spiritually, physically? When you wake up in the morning, are you free to be, or are you caught up in holding on? Because, I'm thinking about the saying, it's in the scripture, and it was a very powerful scripture for me as I went through some transitions in my life. about letting go. And the scripture says, do not look back. There's a new thing coming. I don't know the verse or anything like that, but do not look back. And so sometimes we still stuck on holding on to the as is, the beliefs, everything that we know it to be now, that we're missing out on what's new and what's to come. And as long as you know within yourself that you're holding on and that there possibly could be something more for you, you're not free. You're not free. If you know you're not pursuing the thing that is for you because you think you're not enough or you can't do it, you're not free. If you wake up every morning and you choose thoughts about what's not working in your life, you're not free. Inner freedom. So again, this conversation is an invitation for you to begin to reverse some of the attachments and programs and beliefs that you may be holding on to and not letting go of. So Tiffany, the young woman from Facebook, she said she hasn't reached this place yet. Okay. And Tiffany, well, I'm going to ask her and see if she responds back. Why does she believe she hasn't reached this place yet? I'm curious about that. So see if she responds back to you. Let me see. Theodora said, I am not completely there yet, but this resonates with me. I am a work in progress. All right. I love that. Would you mind sharing with us? Would you mind chatting with me? So what are you doing for that work, right? I like that you said, I'm not completely there yet, but I'm a work in progress. So remember this, my friends, you are already of excellence. There's nothing compromised within your higher self. I want you to look at this, the lower self, the higher self.
Yes.
If we just seek more to be in the presence of the higher self, we are more and more closer to being in alignment, right? So it's all a choice. So is that, who's talking to me?
This is Theodora.
Okay. All right. So tell me a little bit more about what you're sharing.
And I've been on Woo for maybe about 2 years. I'm 76. I have to stop and think about that. And it's been a work in progress, even at this age. And, you know, like I always say, I'm 76 and I'm just getting started. So for me, a lot of things that I used to think about before, I've kind of let go.
And in that letting go, what have you noticed about yourself?
More peace. Not as much anxiety or self-doubt.
It sounds like you're choosing yourself.
I am.
Good, good. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for that. So I see Charmaine replied back from Facebook, if I'm not mistaken. And she said, I haven't reached this place because I've attached myself to low thinking about myself, doubt, much of it stemming from relationships. I remained in too long. Yep.
That's from Imani.
Yes, from Imani. I see the solution lies in Tirza's definition, releasing dependency and embracing worth. So Imani, I'm not sure if you're talking about romantic relationships or whatever type of relationship, but let's dig into romantic, because oftentimes in relationships, if you are struggling with self-worth, it's the relationship that will give you meaning and purpose. It's the relationship that you believe, like it's needing that relationship, having a dependency on that relationship that makes you feel worthy and happy. But as soon as something goes wrong, or as soon as you don't get the type of response that you want from the person, you feel that you're not enough and something's wrong, and you look down at yourself. That's a true example of depending on someone else to fulfill you and have you to be happy, right? That is a dependency. That is an attachment, and it's very unhappy. I'm very unhealthy. And so it's a wonderful thing to know, at least know this, that regardless of what someone else is doing, you can still be whole in yourself and live in your higher self. It's very important that you know this. Now, there's a practice to it, but knowing it is powerful, and it's the beginning of you living it out. All right. So I know I'm going to say her name wrong, even though she coached me on it. I should look back at my notes. Kasaya, I'm not sure if I'm saying it, but I'm going to read what she wrote. I like it. We're just noticing the thoughts and actions, evaluating if they come from love, and adjusting our lower self, mind and body to intentionally replace those thoughts and the way we see ourselves as to produce better actions. Exactly. Well said. So it's very important that we shift our perspective. When we talk about an inner freedom perspective, perspective is how we see things. It's how we think about things. It's what we believe about things, situations, and people and circumstances. But the beautiful thing is we can always change our perspective about anything. We can always, and when I say see, there's the visual seeing, but there's the soul seeing. There's the inner spirit seeing. To be able to start seeing from your soul and your spirit, having a perspective from your soul and your spirit that is true. So what I'm going to do now is share with you what I call the realms of freedom and manifesting inner freedom. So bear with me for 1 second. I'm going to pull this up for you because it's really important. I want you to take notes and think about this and consider this as we do this work together. Okay. So I call these the realms, the 6 realms of inner freedom, or the perspective to manifesting inner freedom. So when we speak about inner freedom and getting to this place and living in it, we must always remind ourselves that life is for us and not against us. Many of us have been taught that life is hard. We must battle life. It's hard. Even my 8-year-old comes home from school saying life is hard. And I'm like, where did you get that from? Well, he learned it from somewhere. He learned it from school by hearing his friends say that. And so if he can't watch a television show, his statement is life is hard. It's a teaching and a program that we received. And truly, life is the universe. Life is God. Life is source. Life is creator. And life is working for us. It's not working against us. But again, this is a perspective you have to begin to believe. Also, looking at life and understanding that everything is working for your good. Remember, we're shifting our perspective so that we can begin to live in a space of inner freedom. Everything is working for your good. So for some of you, you have to, I know, Jacqueline, I'm thinking about what you shared with regards to knowing you need to let go, but you're holding on. When you let go of the thing you most feel so precious to you, that you feel you need, even then, everything is working for your good. No matter how bad it is, everything is still working for your good. Again, a perspective that we must think, believe, and know, no matter what is occurring in our lives. The next one is God is only good and always working in your favor. So this was an important one for me in my development of inner freedom, because I grew up in a Christian background. And the teaching around this was you are separate from God, your source, the higher power, whatever you choose to call your source, the infinite presence. You are separate. You are beneath. And God is always watching you to judge you. And if you sin, you're in trouble. I had to undo that belief, unlearn that belief to get to a place of freedom. And in my unlearning of that belief and practicing what is real, that God is only good and he's working for me and in my favor, I began to live a lighter life, not under the lens of judgment, because if I do something wrong, I'm going to be punished. And I'm only sharing from my perspective, and I don't know if anyone else has had this experience, but we are one with God. We are God presence. We are infinite presence. And we experience that feeling when we are operating from our higher self. So I believe God is good. And I believe he's always working in my favor, even when it feels like it isn't. God got my back. And I said he, but it could be she. It could be whatever you decide you want it to be, because it's infinite. God is a small name for the power of infinite presence. The next thing to be considering as an inner freedom perspective, that you are a perfect soul. There is nothing wrong with you. And you are in a constant state of growing and unfolding. Think about the caterpillar to the butterfly. You are always evolving, especially if you open up, let go, and allow. You can't not evolve. Evolution of who you are, the unfolding of who you are is destined for you. And the more you allow yourself to see your perfection and to live out and from your soul, your unfolding just takes place on a whole nother level. It happens faster, and you find yourself getting into alignment with the things and the desires that you have that are from the soul, the higher self. Okay, so yes, you are a perfect soul. You are well. There's nothing wrong with you. Next one. It is true that you can have everything you desire. We have this belief that we can't have it all. Remember, I keep saying beliefs. Maybe there's social programs or teachings that we've heard, especially as women, we're told you can't have it all if you want to be a working woman and be a mom and be a wife or whatever it is that we choose to be, that we can't have it all, that we can't have what we desire. That's not true. As we are getting used to this new year of 2022, it's important that you believe and have the perspective that what you desire, you can achieve. But understand that those desires are soul desires, right? We're not talking about, I was going to say material things, but look, I want a house for 2022. That's one of the things that I desire, but that's from my soul. My spirit fed me that desire. And so when you have things you want to achieve that are from your higher self, it's already yours. It's already yours when it's from the higher self. And lastly, you are the creator of yourself and your destiny. You shape the life you want to live. You shape and plan and create the life that you desire. But don't shape a life from the low self. You want to be up here from the soul high self. You want to be able to hear from spirit guiding you in terms of what moves to make, what paths to take. And you want to trust that more and more as you live from that higher self, you are extremely powerful. There's no limits to what you can manifest. So for us to move into this place of inner freedom, here's my charge to you. Again, know that life is for you, not against you. Begin to believe and recite and repeat over and over again, everything is working for my good. Know that God is only for you and working in your favor, and she is, the infinite presence is good. Remind yourself that you are a perfect soul and there's nothing wrong with you, and that you are continuously unfolding into that perfect soul. Remind yourself that you can have what you want and you should go after what you want from your higher self. And be the creator of your destiny. Don't let people tell you what you can have, can't have, and what you have to hold on to. When you begin to adopt these practices, you are in a space of inner freedom. When you know these practices to be real for you, you develop into the space of inner freedom. So I'm going to stop. I want to see, I know we're coming to an end soon. I want to be able to spend at least 10 more minutes with you all. Tiffany, do we want to hear from some folks? Maybe look at the chat.
Sure. For those, because it's 7:30, who have to jump off, Tirza's special offer and contact information has already been dropped in the chat. If you wish to take advantage of what she is offering. And then I'm going to read through the chat, and then I do see your hand, Adam. All right.
And Tiffany, let me just say about the offer for those who may have to hop off. I'm doing my Get Ready for the New Year workshop series. I'm offering 6 unique workshops that will really reprogram your thinking, beliefs, and help you to detach from those dependencies that are not allowing you to be free. So make sure you go to the landing page, read all about it. And here's the deal. If you're interested, 50% off the 3 or 6 workshop bundle for 10 women who text me or email me right away. Okay. So more to come on that, but this is something you want to take advantage of. Powerful sessions, in-demand coaching. I would love to have you join me. All right. Do we want to go to Adam?
Let me just read what's in the chat and then we can go to Adam. So Zakia Z is sharing that, yes, Jack, I agree with the Adora Choose Love. It's not easy because anger is your comfort zone. You have the power, beloved, and preaching to the choir here, beloved. For me, it's guilt. Jacqueline responded, I cannot expect true freedom when I drag the chains of bondage with me to a new situation. I am here to heal. And then we have also Theodora responding, God is love and always working for your good. I am a complete spirit. I have to accept that I am complete even when the world seems to show me differently.
Okay.
And then she says, my spirit wants a relationship that is open, honest, caring, satisfying physically, mentally, spiritually, and emotionally. I have the 60-40, but I desire at least 80-20 or better.
Okay, so let me jump in. So my spirit wants a relationship that is open, honest, caring. So this is what I mean by the realm of freedom that says you have the power to create the destiny that you want and the life that you want, right? This is a perfect example of this. You can have everything you desire, and you are the creator of you and your destiny. But nobody will make the choice for you but you, in terms of what you believe your spirit is guiding you to do. So here's the thing, our spirit is speaking to us, yet we're not listening. And sometimes it's a big risk to listen and make a change from something that we are so used to, attached to, and holding on to. But yet, if the spirit is guiding you and telling you this is what you want, this is the true you, the unfolding higher self calling you for, and you don't listen, then you are not in alignment with your higher self and trusting enough that God is only good and working in your favor, and that everything is working for your good. So that's why I say these perspectives are so important, because when you start making choices and making decisions that are in alignment with your spirit, you have to have something you hold on to that's going to keep you steady as you move towards what you really want. Freedom is in alignment only with what you really want. If you're doing and staying in a situation that is not really what you want and not really fulfilling you, it's very difficult to be in a place of inner freedom. And now let me be clear, I'm not telling anyone to leave their partner, to leave a job or anything like that. That's a choice you have to make for yourself. But what I'm calling you to do is to listen in to what the higher calling is calling for you, because there's something there. There's something there that's beautiful, better than you've ever expected. It's good, especially if you know it's coming from the spirit, if you know it's from the soul. Okay. All right, Adam, what's up?
Hey, Tirza. Thanks for having this great conversation. I think sometimes we don't understand how powerful words can be sometimes on a daily basis, especially when we hear it. And especially when we say it to ourselves. What I got out of this exercise is be grateful for what you currently have that's in front of you, and then work your way up. Because sometimes as a community, we listen to the outside voices, like the TV, like music, like acquaintances, like friends, or even family members. We listen to those voices more than we listen to our heart and our souls. And sometimes when we listen to those voices that don't serve us, it develops some kind of entitlement, unhappiness, confusion, and all of these things that will create more health problems for yourself. So what I got out of this exercise again is about appreciating what you already have and then working your way up. And I'm complete.
Thank you, Adam. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. Did anyone else want to make a comment before we wrap up? Share. Anyone else want to come off mic, off mute?
A couple of more comments have dropped in the chat. We're gonna just let them.
Anything around a question? Anything specific? Because I see the chat. Anything specific around a question that someone might have? I like to cover.
Yes. Okay. Deborah or Deborah, yes, Tirza's offer will be reposted again since you just joined. So Jacqueline's question is, that's what I'm trying to get. Is this my flesh or is this my spirit? So I believe she is trying to determine the difference in her needs and wants for her relationships.
Okay. My friends, we often settle because we don't believe we can have more than what we have. Just sit with that. We settle because we don't believe we can have what we really want. Or we settle because we're told you can't do that. You can't do it that way. You have to think about your family. You have to think about this. You can't do that. Do you know what the impact will be if you do it? If you take a risk, if you go and follow your dreams and your desires? And so when we talk about flesh and spirit, that's your journey. But you know already what is true and real for you. Every single one of us, we know what is truth, but it's not always easy to face truth from the soul. It's not always easy because sometimes when we face truth, there are consequences that come with it. When we choose ourselves, sometimes there are consequences that come with it. And we don't always want to be a part of those consequences or create disruption. But if the calling is the calling and the spirit is speaking, obedience is necessary for your inner freedom. Where you are now doesn't have to be where you are. There's something ahead. Don't look back. Look forward according to what the soul is guiding you to do. You never have to doubt the soul and the spirit, but you want to make sure you're hearing from the soul and the spirit. And the more you put into practice the realms of freedom, the 6 realms that I just introduced to you, the more you meditate on those, the more you will get closer to making choices and letting go of things that are no longer for you, because you're trusting, again, everything is working for you. Life is not against you. God is only good. You are the creator of your destiny. You are a perfect soul who's going to make decisions from the soul. Okay. All right, Tiffany, my hope is that this quick and sweet message resonates with you throughout this day, that you sit with it, that you meditate on it. My hope is that you wrote down those 6 realms of inner freedom. I want you to know that it is possible. It's not always easy because we're human. We have dips. We deal with many different things in this society, but we can make a choice to live from our soul and our higher selves. We are truly gods and goddesses. We are truly powerful. We are queens and kings. And the more we put into practice the belief that we are of and living out of our higher self, the more powerful we are as beings. That's my charge for the work that I do, inviting you all to really see your power. And so my hope today is that you tapped into that, you're feeling something, you are inspired and stimulated. Thank you so much for having me with you today. Okay. So I spoke to this a little bit. I am having my Let Your Queen Shine, Reprogram Your Mind virtual workshop series. I have been a person who has always been positive, right? I've been a positive person, a motivating person, but it wasn't until I realized how important it was to let go of beliefs and reprogram some of my thinking that I've really been able to find and live from my highest self and be free. Reprogramming means letting go of thinking, letting go of how we see certain things, and really redefining, reshaping, and reprogramming thoughts in a way that serve us and set us free. And so the 6 workshop topics that I'm offering over the course of the rest of this month and early February are perfect to help you reprogram your mind and your thinking and let go of some of the things you've been holding on to and some of the beliefs you've been holding on to. So this Friday, because I already had one, there's 2 workshops scheduled for each topic. This Friday is Fix Your Focus. And then we jump right into the next workshop, which is You Are Already Enough. The 3rd workshop I'm offering is It's Okay to Choose You. The 4th one is Let Go of Your Comfort Zone. The next one is Freedom from a Scarcity Mindset. And then the last one is Forget Smart Goals and Set Soul Goals. So this is an intimate conversation with small groups of women, men. I'm sorry, this is only for the women, for the queens in the house, where we get vulnerable, we share, there's in the moment coaching, healing, freedom, empowerment, solutions, All right. That's going to carry you through for the year 2022. Register today. If you go for the 3 or 6 workshop bundle, you'll get half off the price, but you have to text me or email me. Text me or email me by tomorrow evening. Okay, that's the deal. My number is 929-312. I believe it's in the chat, 8809, or email me at Tirza Barnes-Griffith@gmail.com. I hope you will join me, ladies. Thank you. All right, keep in touch with me, my friends. I'm all over social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, at Tirza Motivates. And there's my email and my website. Be wonderful to connect with you via social media. I'm also have a YouTube channel with plenty of talks and conversations like what we had today.
Thank you so much, Tirza. I will take over from here. Please sip your coffee or your tea, whatever you are drinking this morning, because I know you need it. All right. So please, everybody, join us tomorrow, Thursday, January 13th, from facilitator Mother Amal Muhammad, as she discusses the breath your life depends on revisited. All right, so that's going to be tomorrow, January 13th, from 7 to 8:30. Welcome to the Woo Nation, all new members. Welcome to a community where we choose to learn to elevate, ascend. If this session is your first time in the community, please drop it in the chat. We want to recognize you for participating and joining us today. We want to invite you back tomorrow and the day after that and the day after that. This is the Wake Up Everybody virtual schedule. We are live on Zoom and Facebook 5 days a week. Sundays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays from 7 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Mondays and Wednesdays from 7 to 7:30. If you would like notification when it's time to hop onto one of these platforms, please text the word Woo Nation to 74121. It's time to get your swag on. Shop us at bit.ly/Woo Swag. Order your Woo Swag for yourself. They make perfect gifts. We have t-shirts, sweatshirts, coffee cups, water bottles, face masks, journals, laptop bags, and the reusable canvas tote bag, so you can rep your community while you're out and about. We are still working on our anthology, so we are looking for titles, so you can vote, or you can put in a suggestion of your own at bit.ly/Woo title. Here are some of the projected or possible titles, along with if you see something up there and it doesn't resonate with you and you have a different idea, please send us in your suggestion. We would love to hear from you. This is going to be our book. It should be our title as well. Thank you, everyone. Here's how you stay in touch with us. Register at bit.ly/Wake Up Movement. Follow us on Facebook and our private community at bit.ly/Woo Community, or on our public forum, which is bit.ly/Woo Nation. We're on Instagram at Wake Up Everybody Virtual, on YouTube at bit.ly/Woo on YouTube. And last, you can always email us at info.wakeupseries@gmail.com. We're always looking for new facilitators and admins to keep the program up and going. At this time, I encourage everyone to come off of mute. It is time to rain love and abundance on our beautiful Tirza for sharing with us this morning about being a queen and embracing that inner goddess that's in us. Thank you so much, Tirza. Greatly appreciate it.
Thank you, Tirza, for this
Thank
great
you.
exercise.
Thank you,
Thank you so much.
Tirza.
It was a pleasure.
Thank
Once
you very
again.
much.
Wonderful much.
Thank
This
you,
was
thank you,
amazing.
Tirza.
You.
Peace and blessings to
Love
you.
you. I love
Blessings
y'all.
to your family.
Love everybody.
Blessings to your family.
Be grateful for what you have.
So
Work your way up.
That you
Thank
provided.
you.
It's so
blessed to have had you
beneficial.
this
I
morning.
can't wait. Thank
to
you,
be a part of
Tirza.
your classes.
you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yes, wonderful, Tirza.
Thank you.
Very good.
Thank
Enjoy.
you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you, Tirza. You told coach me already, but I'll be back.
All right. Thank you, Jackie. Always a pleasure.
Yes, ladies, don't forget to email or text her. The information is there. I already did.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Doing it now.
All right.